Odin and all.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome,
Hello, hello,
welcome.
hello.
Let us introduce ourselves. I am Elena Alexandrova, and this is my partner in crime.
Sonata Swan.
Thank you. So, we are here making a recording for a very, very important, a very, very potent information introduction into runes. As most of you, some of you know, we are starting yet another runic journey in the next year. We're starting on January 11th. And it's the series of bi-weekly runic journeys for each rune that we are going to embark on. So the purpose of today's meeting is to present to you a very narrow, very kind of tip of the iceberg touch up of introduction into runes. We will look into each rune individually, just touching upon the most important and the main and usually used and understood meanings of the rune, so that it can give a slight idea as to what each rune is and how it can be used. However, in our journey during the year, we will dive much deeper into each rune with practical implementation, with all kind of practices, all kind of dive-ins into deep meaning and actual meaning of ancient runes. We are dealing with Elder Futhark. And again, we'll just go through a mini presentation that we happily prepared for you, for better understanding, for better visualization.
Elena, if you can share the screen, because it was not visible yet.
Yes, I'm doing it right now.
So yes, welcome to Enlighten Runes 2024. Reprogram your life, your relationships, health, finances, destiny, and come to full rebirth of yourself, anew of yourself.
Perfect. So let's start. Without further ado, we will go ahead. So, Sonata.
So what are the runes? Hidden knowledge is often inscribed in coded letters. A distinguishing feature or the runic alphabet is that each rune has the meaning, not just a sound. And moreover, runes have this magical significance, making writing into the special magical art. Runic alphabet seems to have developed from two sources. One is literate and one is magical. Some of these symbols are easily recognizable in the rocks, carvings accounted in as far as Bronze Age. The exact meanings and purposes of these sigils are
Lost.
Are known. Are
Lost.
lost to us, yes. But from the research, it is certain that they were used as a magical symbols. So runes are a tool for changing our mental state. And we are studying in our program the Elder Futhark. And the word Futhark consists of the first 6 letters of the runes. So it's Futhark, first 8 runes. The name Futhark, like the word alphabet, is derived from the first few letters in a runic sequence. Originally, there are 24 runes, 18 consonants, and 6 vowels beginning with rune F, Fechu, and ending with rune O, Odin. and it was used by the northern Germanic tribes in Sweden, Norway, northern Germany, Denmark, and many northern countries. This form of the runes is known as the Elder or Germanic Futhark. Elena is going to now tell a lot about carvings in the stones.
Yes, all right. So, as Sonata mentioned, the meaning of and even pronunciation of the runes is now lost to us. And there was lots of research done. They found rune stones, they found some papers with the runic script, and some of the scripts were just tax calculations of the taxes. Some of the scripts were known to be protective spells of the warriors, where they were able to derive magical spells for protection during a war battle. Some of the spells were protecting the house, and slowly but surely, Elder Futhark runes and the meanings came to us nowadays. Now, the word rune itself means mystery or secret in early English language. In German, it appears as Raunen, and I apologize, I do not speak German, so that I may mispronounce it. In Finnish, it's Runo, in Welsh, Rin. In Irish and Scottish Gaelic, Rune. In Russian, it's Runa. All these words carry the general charge of meaning of a secret. Another meaning of the rune is the wisdom.
So we mentioned using an older Futhark, but there is a younger Futhark which was used later in speech and not in magic. There are only 18 runes in this younger Futhark, as majority of you know who is listening of this recording. And most of them have names presenting the sounds of themselves. However, Vikings did not commonly use Elder Futhark runes to communicate with each other. Rather, runes were used to foster the communication between humanity and gods. What purpose do the runes serve? There are three directions runic masters follow. Divination. Runes are used only, not only in divination, actually used only for fortune-telling practice as magic instrument. And in magic, runes are recognized as an extremely practical tool to build, to interact with energies and control the energies. Runes are used synergizing both divination and magic.
So which one are you? Which group do you belong to? Do you believe that runes only are used for divination and fortune telling? Just for predictions? Yes, with the help of runes, you can make predictions. But how do you guess? Fortune telling is analysis. It is accurate, detailed layout, and each rune consists of an enormous amount of information already. So how do you understand all these intricacies? There's also a big difference between fortune teller, where one simply gives away their own powers and hopes for the best, and the magi, the one who manifests and is confident in what they want. In fortune telling, we usually ask, please tell me if this is happening to me. The magician will say, this is happening to me. How can I make it better? How can I make it more beneficial? What are the obstacles that I can go and resolve? So that is why we need to be able to interact with runes at a subtle level. A person can learn the meaning of the rune, all hues and semitones, but when interpreting, it's all about practice. It's all about feelings and intuition that come into play. And hence we present to you Runology. So it's the science of reprogramming your consciousness. You did not choose the runes, but the runes chose you. The runes are a mystery. Runes are an ancient language. And language itself is the principal method of human communication, consisting of words used in a structured and conventional way and conveyed by speech, writing, or gesture. So language itself is a system of symbols and rules that is used for meaningful communication. A language uses symbols, which are sounds, again, gestures or written characters that represent objects, actions, events, and ideas. We use language to transmit, to process, to store, and retrieve information. Now, language, that as we know it, is communicated also through speech. So speech itself is a language based on words linked by grammatical rules. How do we communicate? What do we communicate? This all comes to the thinking process. And we do have verbal thinking based on speech, and it's studied in logic and linguistics, and non-verbal thinking through other signs, numbers, notes, programming languages, images, visualization. So runes combine all of it. Runes combine verbal thinking, non-verbal thinking. Runes are symbols. Runes are speech. You will learn how ancient poets were used singing of poems as a magical tool, not only to predict somebody's future, but also to come or to make or bring it into manifestation.
So this powerful tool of visualization, what is it? It is truly, truly one of the powerful tools used to align our actions with another powerful action of intention by creating vivid mental, emotional, and I would say not or sensual images of the desired outcomes. Magi tap into the subconscious, which bridges the subtle and the tangible, making the impossible to seem possible, bringing the attention to fruition. This, I would say, dive deep in this reading, in this few paragraph that it was said, because it's a key to become a magi. So understanding magic, what is it? Magic is the mysterious energy that has captivated human imagination for thousands of years and for selected ones. It lies subtly within each of us without exception, waiting to be recognized, awakening, and used. And these times, many of us starting to awaken and begin to use these magical energies. And the common associations of magic is with tricks that are done by a performer to entertain the people. Magic, yet, is knowledge and use of the secret forces of nature, immaterial, not recognized by the natural sciences yet, but soon it's going to combine and starting to combine magic and science. Magic is a power that allows to do seemingly impossible things by saying special words or performing special actions.
And why are we talking about magic and runes? Do not get blinded by this mysterious and usually feared word magic. We do and perform magic every day, pretty much every moment of life. Such simple actions as cooking, it is magic. We take raw products, play with them, love them, cut them, cook them, and we prepare amazing meals. This is magic. We transmute one type of energy into another. Creative arts, this is magic. We have a bunch of canvases, brushes, and paints. And then as a result, there is magical object that comes out is the painting or the sculpture or whatever the art, or even dancing. It is magic. Driving a car is magic. You sit in stationary in 2-3 tons of metal, and mysteriously it takes you from A to B. It's magic. Making the cars, manufacturing, whatever we transmute, transform any raw materials into final objects and final outputs, this is all magic. So magic is the art of influence in the natural world through the powers of attention, intention, and the will. It is a belief that our thoughts, senses, emotions, and actions can shape the reality. It is practice of harnessing various forms of energy, redirecting it to manipulate one or more aspects of the infinite realities that are present within the universe. Magic is often depicted as something otherworldly, but in fact, it is a profound illustration of our innate connection with the universal forces and nature. Again, cooking is magic, making art is magic, manufacturing of cars is magic, driving is magic. And runes are a very, very important tool in bringing magic into lives. It's a tool that we do not fear, we use it. It's very profound. And those who are called, and once you understand it on a deeper, subtle level, with the original meaning of each rune as a symbol, as a language of the universe, you can create.
So now how we create this magic? As we know, we cannot do that without using the formula of magic, which we take from nature. The structure of the magical effects are all the 5 elements. Is the wind, which is the representation of the thought, idea, intention, and interest. Intentionally fuels the master's journey. Every master is a master of vision, George Leonard. And then another element, the fire, which is a representation that we use action on desire, focus and passion to achieve. Do it with passion or not at all. Rosa Noshatkeri. The next element, the third one, is the water, which is representation of attention, flow, intuition, and emotion. And the nice quote that you can use and go deeper on how the water element it helps is the quote, trust the universe and flow your intuition. The next element, earth, which is the representation of the result, foundation, stability, and structure. And whatever you can do or dream, you can begin it. Boldness has genius, magic, and power in it. Got to. Ether is awareness of cause and effect, faith, and intuition. Nothing is impossible. The world itself says, I am possible. Audrey Hepburn. So know that we really need that idea, intention, attention, intention, and emotion to create the magic. And all of that we learn in our course, how to use exactly, how to dive deeper into becoming a magi and how to create using the formula of magic. Elena, next.
Yes, and how do we bring this beautiful magic and all these elements of thought, intuition, passion, and intention and attention, how do we bring this all together? What is this in this magical pot? So what's the process of magic? So first we create an intent. So idea forms an intention or thought form of desire. So simple thing, for example, if I want to buy a new house, my idea, my intent is to buy the house. Now I need to put enough passion to achieve desire. So this passion inspires for action. Hence, the translation of energy, visualization, and emotions into implementation occurs. Here we use the wheel. I do not only intend to buy the house, but I'm passionate about it. I'm really, really putting my time and attention into this idea, and I'm looking for a house. Now, the third step is when our when we're objected to the fulfillment of this intention, action is enhanced with emotions. It translates the energy and emotions into implementation. Emotions also create energy potential to see the purpose through. So those emotions, that wave of me wanting to buy a house, it forces me to actively look for it, to get an agent involved potentially, and to actually enter into the contract and purchase the house. Hence, step number 4, we are achieving the desired result. So we're receiving the results of thoughts, emotions, sensations, and action in our reality. Intentions come to fruition. So for example, if my house, I wanted a logwood house in the mountain area where there is a fireplace, and I can hear this fire burning, and I can imagine myself sitting there at night with a cup of tea or hot chocolate or whatever I like, with a nice book and surrounded by my family. That emotion of the coziness and feeling and the sensation of being at home now translates that I'm not looking for the cottage on the ocean. I'm looking for the cottage or house in the mountain area, in the forest. Now, once we get it, now, all through the process, we are aware of the actions. We believe in the end result and intuitively change directions, adjust, redirect, or retract energy and emotions if needed. So if I feel that the market and my intuition screams at me, do not enter this agreement, even though the price may be nice. But then what can happen if I don't listen to my intuition? The mortgage broker breaks the deal, and let's say finances are not given. And later on, I will say, I knew that. I should have listened to my intuition. So this is where, through the whole process of magic, of any action, of any achievement of the goals, of desires, we're being in the flow, we're constantly adjusting, reassessing, redirecting this energy as needed. Or maybe something happens and I decide, oops, I no longer want that house. I want to buy an island instead. And all my intentions and everything is redirected, but I have to be on top of things to know it and understand it. So all steps, as you can see, they are inseparable from each other and constitute this single structure of impact, the original intention of buying the house. Finds the result, me reading and drinking my tea with the family in that house, with happy sensations as I originally intended.
So, what are the magic and popular magic alphabets which are used today? Some of them are newer, some of them are older, but most popular are Scandinavian runes, Elder Futhark, which we study and use in our enlightened runes rebirth circle. There are Northern magic, still the purest and not tied to any religions. There are Icelandic runes, Northern magic, Irish runes that Ogam, that comes from Druids and Wicca. Then there is Slavic runes, Old Turkic runes, Hebrew. Then there is Gematria, Theban alphabet, Celestial alphabet, Tarot, Enochian alphabets, Russian runes, which are pretty new ones, and Elven runes that came by inspiration from the, I think, video games or things like that. And then there is Sator square and number square, sigils, and so on. Those are most popular, but definitely there are much more of magic alphabets used in
So
these times.
if you're really devotional to esoteric studies, you can embark on a journey and study all of them and then become a very unique practitioner, magus, in any kind of magical alphabets. And once you understand how they interact with each other and how they derive from each other, it's incredible. Now, so what do we need to be a successful runologist or read a magus, or, how we want to be a magi? So first of all, we need knowledge of runes, knowing the basics. So program of runes is to study of all reality, how to create material reality. And this is what we study hand to hand, practice with lots of practical applications from our own experience, from the world events. All kind of information will be provided to you to support you that base for knowledge. Now, the next step and skill of a successful runologist is to understand the laws and the keys of the universe. And that's something that is majority, like once you understand that the runes itself, they are a mirror of the universal laws. So that knowledge also comes deep into your consciousness when you study runes. Also, what's important is a clear understanding of the intended goal when working with runes. Ability to visualize, 100%. Ability to express your goals in runic language. And this is what we will teach you, how to express your goals into runes. Now, we need to have behavioral flexibility and willingness to change. Of course, if I want to buy a new house, but I don't want to move from where I am right now, well, guess what? I'll probably sabotage that purchase, that goal. Now, we need to have an ability, respect for nature, respect for divine forces, respect for energies and powers. And that comes again with study of runes specifically. We need to have ability to interpret and foresee the results when combining runes into staves, codes, and formulas. What we get as well is enhanced intuitive skills, 100% when working with runes. Ability to learn, be teachable, and understand the lessons. If you are operating from the point of constant judgment, which is great, always, kind of test whatever information comes your way. But what's very important is to be in the position of a student where new information can really come and take some shelves in your consciousness so that you can use it. Now, we need to possess productive mindset for success. Of course, we need lots of patience, determination. We need to be able to remove attachments to any result. With runology and learning of the runes comes ability to heal, ability to predict, ability to protect, ability to manifest, ability to take responsibility. So all these abilities, it's a catch-22. If you study the runes, you need to possess it already. But by studying the runes, you also enhance those abilities, which in turn allow you to understand more of the runes.
So as we mentioned at the beginning, this is our introductory to the rune journey of 2024 of rebirth of yourself. And this is the sneak peek how we use the runes, what we do, how we work with them. And learning runology by oneself can be really challenging task because the history and the material of runes is really wide, and it requires a deep understanding of history, mythology, evolution, cultural, and divinatory context of the runic alphabets. And it is very important to understand how runes appear in real life, realizing runes influence and how they affect us in life. So we are sharing all the material in a course through our own experience and by studying really deeply and from the heart the true meaning of the runes. Lots of research have done, and we relived these runes on our own skin. So the very primary process of working with the runes is, as we mentioned, visualization of the runes. It will be important to visualize these runes every day while on a course and have it with you. It is important to accept and realize that the runes always work. As soon as your field of attention got a grip on the rune, at this moment it already begins to work and affect our mental state. Most of the times in our journeys, the runes start to work a few days prior or are the most potent 2-3 days when the runes are turned on. So 80% of the people do not notice their state here and now and do not control their emotions. But when we learn magic, it is really important for us to master the work with our intention and attention to be here and now. And that's what we learn also by riding the rune journey. And this allows us, opens up our awareness above reality, and it allows us to start changing the perception of any state.
Sorry, Sonata, we could not hear you. Just the
Okay,
last,
so
the last two sentences. Mm-hmm.
or last two sentences. Okay, so when we learn magic, it is, see, so interesting for some reason.
Yeah.
It takes effort to dive into magic, and as if you see this image on the left-hand side, it's a like beautiful presentation, so many tools there and so much to learn, and one can lose oneself in there. But as we learn magic, it is important for us to master the work with our attention. Just that sensitivity of our perception, awareness above the reality. And it will allow you to start changing your perception of that reality. And at this moment, we begin to feel that each rune instantly includes in its states. It is the deepest level of magic. So if a person says that the runes do not work for me, yeah, because one does not live here and now. And sometimes in our groups, there was not a time, not a person that the runes didn't work because of the power of the group. They always work, but this is really your intention. And the way we activate the runes always work on the deepest levels of magic. Yes, so and attention is a basic source, and it is very, very important from the point of view of mastering magical tools. Every magician starts with that. And mindfulness first, and it's training. Awareness also is first, and it starts with rune fahu. It is important to learn to observe yourself, to be in the focus point of attention, for you to create everything in reality, being here and now. Awareness is very easily lost to the pressures of everyday life, even though sometimes, let's say, we chant the mantra or we read the prayer, but our thoughts float somewhere else in the sky. So guess what? The prayer received the Creator's ears. No. So the runes are the keys that helps us to be anchored in the moment here and now. So in this course, we will learn and train personal skills of mindfulness, how to observe your personal reality, how to create and how to become the magi, and how to rebirth yourself or birth yourself to a new. Next, Elena.
So in this process, responsibility is important. It's a next basic key with, in addition to awareness, mindfulness. Everyone must take responsibility for their reality. It is necessary to understand that all the events that take place in life, we materialize with our own attention. All people have magical properties without exception. And when we take responsibility for our actions, we can control our reality. Now, check this out. They say we jump different timelines every 4.3 seconds. Now, I don't know how they calculated that, but apparently there are studies done already on the quantum physics level. So when you are aware and mindful and take responsibility for your thoughts and actions and decisions every moment of your life, you can only imagine what reality you can create. And knowing runes and understanding rules helps you with that. So in our course, we will study this runic wisdom. We build the reality itself by practicing it. Not just, when we give you theory and, hope for the best. You will actually have hands-on practice. When we study the runes, we study reality and we describe it in the language of the runes. So runes are all in alphabets, not attached to any religious aspects or traditions. And our goal to learn is to see our reality as an engineer, programmer, creator of our own reality. So the key word when working with runes is ability to switch to different images. It's important to learn to be flexible. The state of the magician is the state of flexibility or the flow.
So more about how to say outlined rune influence on us. So runes are our unconscious force that must be accumulated inside in order to operate at the right time. So you have to become this symbol, this rune, this power, this energy. That's what it is here. And no ritual can activate power of runes until you yourself are filled with the runic force energy. And named and talked before of magic process and so on that helps that. This is the summary. Runes hold the magic of the ancients, a timeless whisper, secrets and power, unlocking mysteries that lie deep within our souls. So you are the rune. If you listening to this, the runes already called you, because it's being said that these sacred symbols, when the person is ready, grabs you and calls you as per magic. Runes are actual mysteries and the actual secret of the universe. And one who studies them long and hard enough will learn. As you know, if you will say, oh, runes does not work with me. Yes, one thing, you are not ready. And another thing is that you don't work enough with them. Don't use your attention, intention, and your emotion. Working with runes regularly helps to accumulate the energy of the runes and become a master of your life, runic master, magi, and the creator of your reality. I would say, you reborn yourself to another version of yourself. You raise above all. And this powerful practice, this powerful symbology in past times, in ancient times, was given only to selected ones. And now, in these awakening times, we have a gift, we have this amazing opportunity to learn that. Everybody has that. You just have to dive in and do that.
It's just by listening again to the powers of the runes. I wish I could study them from the beginning, because it's very powerful and exciting journey. But I just remembered, how many circles did we go through already? So many, and each is so unique, and each one, it's almost like another layer of a lotus flower that keeps opening and opening and opening. So I am personally very excited for our journey. So how do the runes work in different situations? So each rune has lots of meanings, many layers of it. And when we understand the core, the base from which everything originates, then all other meanings will be easily understood according to the context and the situation. So the task in the learning process is to grasp the main idea of each rune. And then we will later on, we'll go through those main ideas in this video. Now, if you understand this little grain, you will automatically learn divination and magic. Coincidentally or not, all reality, all inner and outer, in which we're all here now, macro and micro space, is divided into 24 elements. These are the 24 infinite structures, and each of them is one of these elements by value. And all of these elements are letters. All reality is spelled out in 24 letters. And when we study the runes, we study the laws of the universe, an informational layer that describes not just one, but multiple processes. And each letter is a small grain in which there is the whole universe. Each letter is a compressed point from which the entire universe is born. And the task and the learning process is to grasp the main idea of the rune. Again, if you understand this little grain, and we reiterate, you will automatically learn magic and divination.
So just a tip on an iceberg, how the runes can help is number one is relationships. And what is one of the important keys in life is our relationships, prosperity, money and abundance, and finances, and our health. So those three is just runes can help easily to heal yourself, to become more abundant, and to heal your relationships. So you can concentrate either on one or another, or on few of them. Definitely, if you concentrate on just one, and energy will be more potent. So also can reach your goals if you had that, let's say set goal for 2024 to write that book, or to travel these trips, or any other goals for 2024, you can call in runes, join our journey, and you will be there with no question. So also you can receive guidance from the universe. You can connect to spiritual realms. You can grow spiritually. You can create your reality. I say always that the runes are the most powerful, most potent energy on the planet Earth, that you just say yes to the runes like you would say to any DMT, um, um, some medicine, and runes are the same powerful. Without taking anything, you reach that goal that you desire.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm still excited about all of it. And again, we'll repeat ourselves. Rune, the word itself means the mystery, something that is hidden. So allow yourself to retreat what is hidden deep inside of you. Runes are not outside. Runes are inside of you. Remember Odin's journey. Read the mythology. So allow that mystery to be retrieved, and that mystery which you have been searching all your life. Runes is the science of reprogramming of our reality. By taking our course, you will open not only to the world of rune magic, but your own deeper wisdom. And you may ask, what is the best way to learn runes? Practice. What is the best way to self-realization? Practice. What is the best way to be successful? Practice. And so we will. And we will practice for 12 months.
And now let's dive in a short descriptions of the entire circle of the runes. We are going to start right now from the first Eid, Freya and Frey, the lady and the Lord. So the first Eid delineates the foundational energies that shaped or birthed our universe, encompassing the four elements and both masculine and feminine forces. It highlights the logical framework underlying all existence and emphasizes the importance of each rune in maintaining clarity in the overall picture. The first Eid is the fundamental, representing the foundation of the universe or the individual, a concept, or a project. Observing how these energies intermingle and give birth to existence is so fascinating. The runes of the first height have the capability to govern the lower level structures. And a lack of awareness of these runes or fear of confronting subconscious manifestations can hinder the utilization of one's inherent power. This power is essential for tapping into the endless layers of one's psyche and unlocking extraordinary innate talents. These abilities are present within each and every one of us, and merely it opens in a latent state. This is the initial phase, the first light, commencing with elemental forces, progressing through the realm of giants, and culminating with the Aesir, marking the earliest stage of the creation of the golden ages. So Freya, the lady, governs the flora of the earth, the forests and their fauna, natural affection, feminine sensuality, and mysticism. And the Lord, the Frey, on the other hand, resided over the masculine virility, wealth, matrimonial union, and hallowed sovereignty. And let's proceed into the runes.
Go into the woods. All right. And number 1 is Feo. So Feo represents physical form and substance, connects with your body as it embodies your awareness of reality. Within this lies a fundamental consciousness, the spirit of the divine, coupled with the body as the essence of reality itself. The main keywords for Feo are prosperity, mobile wealth, abundance, fertility, unstructured creativity, the primal fire. The interpretation of the rune and Feo means cattle. So it symbolizes the importance of balancing our spiritual aspirations with our material and physical responsibilities. It emphasizes the significance of attending to our daily practical needs, such as home and financial stability, while simultaneously pursuing our spiritual path. This rune serves as a reminder that our spiritual quests should not detach from our essential everyday aspects of life. Mystical properties of the rune include it enhances intuitive powers, acts as a conduit for transferring, projecting, and delivering the energy of runes. It attracts the cosmic energies of the sun, the moon, and the stars into one's own energy sphere. It boosts wealth, wisdom, and achievement. Invoke Feo for prosperity and fortune, and prepare for the side effects to toil like an ox and relish like a pig. Now, Rune Feo represents the fiery circle that we must dare to traverse when we're ready to delve into the unknown. Every commencement is thrilling, often perceived as risky. And Feo, this is our first letter of the Futhark alphabet, F. As we mentioned, the meaning, the origin means domestic cattle, wealth. Now, Feo embodies the act of creation. It represents thought in the forms of I, Om, and Amen, signifying the genesis of our world. Feo engages with tangible material elements, igniting motivation to bring visible, tangible creations to life. It exemplifies the transformation of ideas into tangible forms where thoughts materialize into words and beyond. Feo serves as the initial spark of life, offering individuals the potential to shape their reality and exercise their freedom. When Fehu lies dormant, the spirit slumbers, inhibiting the journey towards liberation. And that's for Fehu.
Uruz. Uruz, the power rune, embodies the strength and this primal energy. Its importance lies in the ability to empower oneself, enabling to shape events in a desired direction by harnessing inner strength and vitality. Uruz, letter U, is the second letter in the word Futhark, and its meaning is Ura, this wild ox drizzling in rain, as you see in the image beside, this primal forming force, Uruz, Urox, endurance, independence, survival, life force, vitality, instinct, wilderness, persistence. Representing the untamed Urox symbolizes the challenging domestication of wild forces. When this rune appears, it signals that both your inner self and the universe are aligned to facilitate new growth and transformations. Uruz represents the initiation of vitality, the commencement of something new and fresh. It is the phase where motion starts, activities emerge, the world awakens, and it becomes more visible. Uruz indicates that what has been envisioned can be materialized as the necessary forces have been gathered and ample quantity. The essence of this rune is the primal feminine energy encompassing the vigor of the Mother Earth and the vital force. It embodies the right to life. When Uruz is dormant, one's health and capacity to alter or shape one's reality are impacted. Uruz is the keywords, is the patterning for structure, formation, wisdom, inner strength. And interpretation can be as symbolizing power and may indicate the triumph over the challenges through intense determination and reliance on one's instincts. Similar to how young hunters pursue the uroks as a rite of passage in adulthood. This rune also reflects a human mortality, serving as a reminder that death is an integral part of life cycle, signaling the start of new phase. So the mystical attributes of this rune unites various energies to form a magical design, provides healing for both physical and mental afflictions, offers insight and comprehension of oneself, enhances magical vigor and potency, boosts prospects in business, taps into the earthly ley lines or energy currents, concentrates energy to assist in achieving the objectives. And you may invoke Uruz to initiate the breakthroughs in your life. Unleash your potential through physical activities like gym, break free from constraints, and embark on fresh start. Be mindful by using Uruz, as it can also incite a chaotic and unpredictable circumstances.
And that's it for Uruz. Thank you very much. So we will move to Turisas. Turisas, the rune of Thor, wields the power of a protector and a catalyst. It symbolizes the dual nature of defense and challenge, mirroring the thunderous energy that clears paths and wards off dangers. In its essence, Turisas is a beacon of resilience, guiding us through turmoil with the strength and determination of a warrior. Turisas, letter Th. The origin means sharp thorn on brambles or thorn's hammer, also known as Thuth in Germanic or Thurs in Norse, Icelandic, or Norwegian, and thorn in Anglo-Saxon. The key words for Turisas are protection, destruction, defense, polarity, action, regeneration. Turisas signifies the pivotal instance where the created and animated entity transcends the limits of the ethereal realm. It represents any form of transition. This occurs when an entity broadens its awareness to encompass finer elements, aspiring to transcend mere thoughts and substance, seeking to embody spirit. It embodies the power of intent and the resolve to act. The right to action is central here. In the absence of Turisas influence, one might experience passivity, despondency, a lack of motivation, extreme procrastination, and cowardice. The main interpretation goes that this rune indicates challenges and abrupt, unfavorable transformations, akin to the havoc wrought by giants, yet ultimately leading to beneficial outcomes. It advises calmness and thoughtful decision-making. The rune encourages introspection to discern the necessary life lessons and to let these experiences fortify us. The mystical attributes of Turisas include the fact that it offers active protection against foes and damage, assists in surmounting hostile circumstances. It's utilized in spells of love, but be cautious there. Stimulates determination and prompt action. Enhances understanding of both the distinctiveness and interconnectedness of all beings. Focuses on directed energy and the exertion of force. Think of Thor's hammer, and everybody probably watched the movie Thor and the force with which the hammer touches and kisses the enemies. Now, once rune is invoked, be careful. Do not resist it and do not think that it will show you something which is not in you already. Turisas is an honest mirror of all your light and deepest shadows. In the context of interacting with people, it's essential to exercise great care when working with this rune. Turisas, even when used with positive intentions, has the potential to wield substantial power. Again, remember the Thor's hammer. It can either cause moral or physical harm to individual, or it can be exceptionally difficult to remove its effects. Therefore, if you lack experience in rune practice, it's wise to steer clear of risks, as the consequences can be both unpredictable and unpleasant to everyone involved. Turisas serves as a potent instrument for purging karmic influences. Calling upon this rune can be beneficial for protection and strength in challenging situations. It acts as a symbolic shield against harm and encourages the harnessing of inner strength and courage. In moments of adversity or when facing potential conflict, invoking Turisas can help you stand resilient and face challenges with confidence. Also, Turisas can be used when an important decision needs to be made.
And that was it with Turisas, short introduction. And Zeus, a conduit of cosmic wisdom, embodies the divine communication between gods and mortals, offering enlightenment and ancestral insight. And Zeus is the letter A, origin, name of Odin. That after all, the father of Aesir. And Zeus is the wooden, the breath, the ancestral sovereign god, the order, gods, Odin, transmission of intelligence, communication, reason, inspiration, language, breath, sound, origins of language, the voice of the universe, the spell song, the casting, chanting, ancestors, passing of the breath along the ancestral line, evolution of gods, speech, poetry, discussion of runes. And Zeus is the main rune of magic. Our attention and those meanings they impose are the real magic. And Zeus refers to Father Odin, the supreme god who embodies the breath, senses, and the sacred word. Odin is the custodian of esoteric traditions and prophecy. He represents the word itself as it flows from the gateway of the mouth into the wide worlds. And Zeus rules over not only the word, but the spell, the chant, the mantra, the prayer, and the breath as well. And Zeus symbolizes the moment of spiritual awakening, the birth of the entity. This occurs when three diverse energies, varying in density, essence, and intent converge and seek a unified expression. And Zeus acts as a conduit of information, signifying the entry of a newly formed entity into the Earth's informational realm. It embodies the power of enlightenment and the inherent right to such a knowledge. When Zeus is inactive, pathways to knowledge become unreachable and information flows are obscured, often due to influences from religion, society, programmings, professions, or systematic barriers or self-barriers. Interpretation of Rune and Zeus linked with God Odin, revered as both God of war and wisdom. This rune underscores the importance of equilibrium, particularly in leadership roles. And Zeus, known as Rune of Messages, unveils understanding and inspiration originating from the sacred source. So the mystical properties enhances the magical capabilities and intuitive skills, connects with the divine strength and wisdom, fosters communication with the inner divine, the inner guru, sparks the creativity in artistic endeavors, supports during periods of change, facilitates shape-shifting and interaction with our animals. And when you should invoke on Zeus for mental clarity, eloquent speech, creative expression, and for connection with spiritual teachers and guides. That's it for Zeus.
Zeus is one of my favorite runes. Thank you, Sanata. And we move to Rido. So it's the rune of journey and rhythm guides us through life's path, harmonizing our steps with the universe's heartbeat. Raido, it's the letter R, and the origin means the solar wagon or chariot of Thor carrying the sun across the sky. Keywords are circular flow, rhythm, movement, travel, progression, riding, and journey. Raido represents the rune of the path, signifying the journey through life as we immerse ourselves in every minute and every moment of the experience. The rune unveils the splendor of motion, breath, and sensation, encapsulating life in its all diverse forms. Raido signifies the importance of selecting one's life path. Merely existing is not equivalent to discovering one's destiny or understanding of one's role in the world. It's crucial to choose a direction from numerous possibilities, a decision shaped by all preceding actions. This represents the quest for one's purpose and defining a life strategy. Raido embodies the power of progress and the ability to perceive. It upholds the right to choose one's path. Without Raido's influence, there is a sense of aimlessly drifting in life, a lack of comprehension of causality, and an inability to depend on personal wisdom. The main interpretation of the rune is that Raido symbolizes journeys of both tangible and metaphysical nature. It could indicate a literal journey or a form of relocation, or it might serve as an alert to static circumstance, highlighting the necessity for fresh experiences or concepts. Additionally, this rune reflects our spiritual path, an ever-changing and developing course that represents new opportunities at every twist and turn. The mystical abilities and attributes include that this rune is ideal for use in rituals, particularly during full moons and seasonal transitions. It directs runic energy towards the designated target. It enhances one's alignment with the rhythmic cycle of life, employs sunwise motions for personal strengthening and magic. It engages with the currents of runic energy. It fosters a connection with the transformative energies of the god and goddess. It broadens the scope of your conscious thinking. To invoke Rune Raido is to beckon the power of direction, movement, and purpose into your life.
Kenaz, the rune of illumination, ignites the inner flame of understanding and creative vision. Kenaz, represented by letter K, and origin is the torch, rune of all aspects of creativity, the rune of shaping. And so the keywords of the rune are that this rune is represented of knowledge, the internal or controlled fire, and the guiding light. The rune Kenaz represents the torch or beacon of illumination in runic alphabets and has symbolic meanings associated with fire, knowledge, and transformation. Rune Kenaz signifies revelation. It is only where on the correct path, strictly following its destiny, that the entity fully unveils itself and embodies all aspects of life. It represents the power of inner light and the right to choose. When rune Kano or Kenaz remains dormant, one feels stripped of the ability to make its own choices, holding the belief that destiny is pre-programmed, and free will is not existent. So we can interpret the rune canaz as that symbolizes that beacon of illumination, offering insight and wisdom. It embodies the essence of epiphany and bursts of inspiration and inventiveness, where answers the dilemmas suddenly emerge, and novel ideas and thoughts spontaneously arise. And mystical properties fosters that creative spark, as you see in image in the right-hand side. The spark in the heart arises and enhances skills across all the areas, promotes regeneration and healing, aids in individual metamorphosis, operates through the dualities. And it is also beneficial in romantic and intimate partnerships. Runkenas boosts the fertility and amplifies self-awareness. And you can invoke the Runkenas when you seek for inspiration and clarity on a creative project, allowing its transformative fire to guide your creativity.
That's an interesting, we had interesting experiences with Kenaz, very profound, very practical, very healing too. So we will share all of this with you. And next, we have Gibor. It's the rune of giving, embodies the harmony of exchange, weaving the secret bond of reciprocity and partnership. Gebo represents the letter G. The original meaning is the exchange and resulting interaction between the human and the divine. It also means the gift. The key words are connection, gift, exchange, interaction, balance, independence. Gibor literally means gift, and esoteric meaning includes fair exchange, sacrifice, and sacred marriage. The most important quality of Rune Gibor is its representation of the concept of gift and the reciprocal nature of giving, emphasizing the value of balanced, mutually beneficial relationships. Rune Gibor represents the concept of gift or partnership in the runic alphabet. It represents the convergence of dual energies. Every being possesses duality, two aspects, two poles, contrasting yet converging towards a common goal. It symbolizes the power of balance and stability, the right to interaction. When Gibor's influence is lacking, interactions become uneven, characterized by lack of reciprocity, one-sided energy exchanges, and obstacles imposed by others in exercising freedoms and rights previously established by the preceding runes. So, when we interpret Gibor, we need to remember that it represents and symbolizes the significance of our connections with others, encompassing love, fidelity, and fruitful partnerships. It could also indicate a kind of offering, whether spiritual or material, that involves a personal sacrifice. The choice to accept this offering is yours. Despite the potential cost, this rune carries a positive implication, assuring that the benefits received will be substantial. Mystical properties include initiation into magical practices. It's used in spells for love. In sacred sexual rites, it symbolizes the mystical unity of the goddess and the god. It enhances balance in relationships. It unites the opposing forces. It seamlessly integrates streams of runic energy. It taps into celestial insight. incorporating Gibor in your life can help you foster meaningful connections and promote a sense of balance and harmony in your relationships and interactions.
And the last rune for the first eye is joyful Wunyo. Wunyo, the rune of bliss, weaves the essence of joy and fulfillment into the tapestry of life. Wunyo, letter W, origin, relationship, and interactions of beings descendant from the same source. The keywords of Rune Wunyo is the joy, the pleasure, the hope, the delight, kinship, fellowship, and wonderment. If you see, as the human beings usually see in images, take attention to the images that we attached in our video as the Wunyo here on the right side, on the left side, is perfect representation of Rune Wunyo, laughing and joyful, various races, people. Rune Wunyo represents a holistic view indicating that everything is primed for life, which is inherently joyful and positive. At this point, the entity embodies all dimensions of its being. It symbolizes the power of joy and the right to self-determination and pride. When Yunyo is inactive, self-assurance and self-worth are compromised, leading to reliance on others and opinions of worldly success. Lena, next slide. Interpretation of Wunyo symbolizes a message of joy, asserting that happiness is readily attainable. It marks a phase where difficulties have passed already, leaving one to revel in the satisfaction of life delight, fully embracing this time with loved ones. Solutions are found effortlessly. Success is palpable and honestly flourishes. Yet, it also serves as the reminder of life's transitory nature, suggesting this period is an opportunity to renewal on contemplation. Ready oneself for future challenges hinted at by the second rune. Mystical properties enhances connections and relationships with its social circle, amplifies feelings of joy and contentment, directs runes for distinct objectives, taps into ancestral family connections across various energy planes, unifies different runic energies into the singular force. And you may invoke Rune Wunyo to bring joy, unity, and harmony into your life, guide towards greater happiness and fulfillment.
And we move to the second eye, and this is the eye of light and dark, governed by Hemdal, the Aesir deity of light, and Mordgrud, the giant Asinur goddess of dark. The second eye embodies the dynamic transformative forces. These forces act as a vital equilibrium to the energies of creation. The second eye elucidates the fundamental laws that govern all aspects of existence, particularly in their nascent and formative stages. These laws are impartial, merely stating truth. Their principles adhered by all, irrespective of personal wishes. This eye focuses on internal metamorphosis, emphasizing introspection and self-improvement. The runes of the second eye possess a dual character, depicting both attributes and processes. they instruct on recognizing, or the eye itself instructs on recognizing and harnessing one's innate capabilities and nature. The second eye is about achieving mastery and enhancing one's finest traits. It highlights the significance of our consciousness, our place in the cosmos, and the influence of the subconscious on our reality. At this phase, our values, beliefs, and worldviews are scrutinized. It reveals that the stability of our reality hinges on our ability to manage emotions like fear, guilt, shame, our willingness to embrace opportunity and risks, and our commitment to pursuing our objectives. And the first rune is Hagalas.
Hagalas, feared by many, but the more we fear, the more we get the lessons to view. Hagalas, the rune of transformation, embodies the relentless cycle of creation and dissolution, revealing life's underlying truths. Hagalas, the letter H. Origin is connection of two realms of being and primal life and pattern. The keywords of Hagalas are transformation, change, evolution, merging, harmony, protection, and the past. Rune Hagalas, in this ever-evolving world, forms that continuously transform entities, emerge and vanish. Frequently change is facilitation through destruction. It is crucial to recognize that creation and destruction are inseparable aspects of the same process. Hagalas is impartial in its expression. It uncovers our genuine necessities and stands as the key rune for embracing our reality. The rune Hagalas interpretation. Hagalas marking the start of the second eight as mentioned, signifies both a conclusion and an inception, and a trial of enduring the tumult and arises in its transition. Similar to the Tower card in Tarot, it primarily represents a destructive force, yet this disruption is essential for catalyzing the significant change. It serves to shatter the outdated patterns or relationships that hindered our growth. This rune assists in understanding the current hardships that are essential and alert to our progress, and is a catalyst that propels us to nearer our objectives. The mystical properties of rune Hagalas unifies various runic energies. It aids in individual metamorphosis and evolution. It taps into ancestral memories. It offers protection against danger. It also facilitates shamanic travels, enables the shape-shifting, heals historical, physical, emotional, and spiritual injuries. It also enhances spiritual encounters and wisdom. It is great to invoke rune Hagalas for self-transformation and disruption, serving as catalyst for changing and personal growth through challenging experience. By understanding and respecting the energy of Hagalas, one can harness it to navigate through life's turbulent phases with a sense of purpose and growth. And we shouldn't be feared the rune Hagalas, because if we purify ourselves, if we cleanse ourselves, there is nothing to be feared. One day we become this pure, bright diamond that is nothing to be feared.
Yes, thank you. I actually love Hagelas is one of those misunderstood or not understood runes, but oh my gosh, there's so much potency in it. Again, we had mystical and practical experiences that we will share with you so that you better understand, and hopefully you can, share some of your experiences so that we can learn from each other. All right, so we are moving to now T's, and it's the rune of endurance. It manifests as life's trials tailored to our strengths and teaching resilience. No T's, it's letter N. The origin meaning is two sticks coming together to create the need fire. So now T is not this need fire, necessity, constant friction, innovation, life lessons, urgency, hardship, responsibility, greed. Keywords are, again, need, help, resistance, deliverance from distress, love, passion, shadow self. Now T symbolizes the battle against challenges. These traits are universal, tailored to each individual's capabilities. It represents the load or burden that everyone must bear. The interpretation of notice is that it signifies a pervasive sense of discontent, disenchantment, and life's imbalance, where desires are high yet rewards are scarce, leading to frustration. It advises patience and persistence, re-evaluation of our desires and principles, and acceptance of our current circumstances with dignity and resilience, recognizing these as opportunities for learning. Through delays, setbacks, and losses may appear negative initially. Now T suggests that these experiences are temporary and essential for realigning us with our correct path. The mystical properties include that it offers protection, guides towards wiser decision-making, enhances divinatory abilities. It amplifies clairvoyant skills. It facilitates communication with spirit guides and power animals. It helps in comprehending personal needs and aspirations. It empowers your magical designs. It aids in overcoming mental barriers like detrimental habits. You may invoke rune notice for resilience and survival, guidance and strength in overcoming hardships and fulfilling your deep needs. By understanding and embracing the energies of notice, one can harness its power to navigate life's challenges with resilience and a grounded sense of purpose.
Isa embodies the cycle of life and death, marking times of stillness and the eternal flow of existence. Isa represents the letter I, the raw origin, icicle, straight primal matter moving along the vertical axis. The keywords is stasis, constraint, slow expansion, massive force, gradual integration, or delay, also freezing. Isa represents both demise and inception. Every entity has its own commencement and conclusion. This is the immutable cycle of existence, with the awareness that we are born and will eventually pass. It is wise to make the most of our living moments. Isa is a given opportunity to stop and think, even to stop to think. Just be in a frozen moment. Isa often indicates a phase of standstill, inactivity, or frozen emotions and aspirations. The interpretation of Rune Isa advises against the rush actions, suggesting instead that we pause and distance ourselves from the current issues or situations. It is crucial to engage in thoughtful consideration and evolution at this time, as Isa might also hint at unseen risks. This is a time to postpone our plans, reevaluate our goals, resist external pressures or corrections, and rely on the patience and insight for guidance. The mystical properties of Isa invites us to focus on concentration and intention, examines the structural patterns, decelerates the energy without halting it, harmonizes and assimilates the ego, comprehends the dualities of energy and capabilities, enhances the oh my gosh, see how Isa works on me? You just began to froze my words. So Isa, please allow me to speak, or unsoothe. So it enhances the perception of synchronistic events, assists in recognizing the potential hazards, and you may invoke Rune Isa for stillness. If in life you sometimes see that you are on a roller coaster, you can call in Rune Isa for a moment of pause and clarity in your life's journey. Incorporation of Rune Isa qualities can lead to a more balanced, thoughtful approach to life challenges and opportunities. That's it with Rune Isa.
Thank you, Isa.
Oh my gosh, it almost froze me on that.
Let's move to the one that cycles it, that restarts,
that
reveal.
turns.
Yes. So it's Rune Yera or Jera, most known as Yera. It's the rune of cycles, reflects the perpetual rhythm of life, reminding us on the inevitability of change and renewal. So it's the letter Y, and the origin meaning is that it's a life cycle, a cycle of the sun, sacred union of heaven and earth. Yera, year, harvest, reward, productivity, right efforts. Key words are cycles, right action, completion, fertility, natural law, continuation. Rune Yera symbolizing the natural cycle of reaping rewards for right actions, bringing peace both to the land and within ourselves. Rune Yera embodies the principles of cyclical existence. It represents the wheel of life, where patterns are recurrent, timely, and unavoidable. Day follows night, and night follows day in an endless loop until time's end. It's essential for an individual to recognize the existence of unalterable laws. By accepting this truth, much time can be conserved. Interpretation. Yera symbolizes the arrival of spring, marking the end of the harshness of the previous winter, as depicted in the preceding runes, and heralding a period of achievement, harvest, and advancement. This rune encourages us to recognize that our patience and resilience during difficult times have yielded results. It reminds us of the cyclical nature of change, similar to the seasons, allowing us to now relish the outcomes of our efforts. Additionally, Euro can represent the concept of time, specifically a year, and signifies celebration, organic growth, and the marvelous rhythm of life. Mystical properties comprehends the cyclical unity of existence, engages with natural rhythms such as those of the seasons, it enhances creativity and fecundity. Oh my gosh. Promotes balance and concord, discovers how opposites collaborate to form a complete entity, empowers the ability to manifest. Invoking Jera rune in life encourages the embrace of natural cycles and patience, symbolizing that growth and harvest come in their own time. By incorporating the wisdom of Jera into daily life, one can develop a deeper appreciation for the timing and rhythm of their own life's journey, leading to a more fulfilled and balanced existence.
And let's welcome rune I was. So we have similar rune that will unfold in that third eye. Similar, or just so much I was and I was. So I was embodies the power of choice and duality, shaping life's journey through the exercise of free will. I was, the letter E is the representation of this rune. And origin is the vertical column of the world tree, the U tree, the giver of life and death. The high vas, U vas, Yagastrel or Kundalini, the death mysteries, the timeless axis of heaven and earth, hell, secrecy, encoding immortality, the chakra system, the longevity, initiations, the trees, movement toward enlightenment, endurance, initiation, protection, or confusion, destruction, dissatisfaction, weakness, and death. Runa Vaz represents the pivotal journey of spiritual evolution, where realms above and below converge in Midgard, the planet Earth. It is a symbol of the profound mysteries encompassing life and death. Haivas represents the principle of the numerous paths available to human and humanity. The paths we tread are formed by our choices. Every aspect of existence embodies a duality comprising both dark and light elements. Yet ultimately everything is determined by individuals' free will. And the rune interpretation is that the yew tree holds significant symbolism in rune lore, renowned for its magical attributes and exceptional resilience, and often used for marking archers' bows. Ahvaz possesses a mystical aura, and the 13th rune at the center of the runic alphabet signifies the pivotal change in one's journey. So many who does not study or does not relive fully the cycle of full rune circle, fear rune Hagalas. But I would say rune Aivaz is more pivotal and more life-changing. And there are some other runes that are similar, powerful. It grants the bearer protective energy, enabling them to proceed on their path with confidence, enduring whatever lies ahead with faith, wisdom, and fortitude. The mystical properties of this rune comprehends the wisdom of the cosmic or the world tree, liberates from the dread of mortality, enhances creative and magical talents, boosts divinatory capabilities, facilitates communication across various planes of consciousness, aids in lucid dreaming and techniques, establishes connection with ancestral spirits. And you can invoke Rune Ahvaz to embrace the transformative journey between life and death and unite the spiritual realms, guiding in our quest for deeper understanding, balance, and enlightenment. Embrace the power of Ahvaz in your life and watch as it guides you through the growth, resilience, and profound spiritual exploration.
Yeah, that's an interesting rune. And we're going into even more mysterious rune, Pertro. It's the rune of mystery, unveils the hidden realms within, guiding us to discover the unseen layers of our existence. Pertro, it's the letter P. The origin meaning is divination as indicator of orlog, primal laws. Dice cup as well. Interesting note about Pertro that until now we don't really know the actual meaning or pronunciation of that rune. So it's mystical in all ways. It's unknown itself. It's the norns. It's the fate. It's the Lord cup of vulva, mystery, sexuality, prophecy. The key words include birth, wisdom, kingship, manifestation, chance, and luck. Pertro embodies the principle of the concealed, the presence of subtle elements not visible to the naked eye. It suggests that everyone should develop an awareness of their own deeper self, learning to sense all aspects of their being and perceive their own biofield. Rune Pertro symbolizing destiny and the unseen. It represents the role of chance and fortune in the evolutionary journey of all things, depicting the universe in its playful aspect. In interpretation, Rune Pertro is enveloped in enigma, hinting at various aspects like the unknown and the inevitability of fate, yet its true meaning remains largely concealed, leaving interpretation to the individual. This rune also resonates with themes of feminine sexuality, conception, and childbirth. However, the essence reminds us that the certain mysteries of life are beyond our comprehension. It advises us to trust in our ability to make sound decisions, drawing upon the wisdom and judgment we've acquired on our journey. Mystical properties include it grasps the essence of your destiny across past, present, and future, comprehends the principles of cause and effect, connects with the boundless unity of all. It pursues the knowledge to turn situations to your advantage. It recognizes the strengths of foresight, identifies the trajectories of your life patterns. Invoke the rune Pertro to welcome the mysteries of fate and chance into your life, embracing the unpredictable yet evolutionary forces that shape your destiny and personal growth. Invoking Pertro can bring a profound understanding of life's deeper truth, helping to navigate its complexities with wisdom and insight.
And let's proceed to rune Algiz. Algiz is the rune of guardianship, not garden. Oh yeah, we can draw a rune Algiz in a garden, and you can protect the garden from the rabbits coming to eat the carrots. So Algiz, the rune of guardianship, channels the celestial guidance and protection, affirming that we are never alone in our journey. Algiz, the letter Z, and the origin, the protective force, the three Valkyries, elk, antlers, branches of a tree. The keywords spirit, protection, sanctuary, refugee, power, divinity. Runology embodies the principle that celestial entities guide humans. It asserts the existence of powers beyond mortal beings. Humans are never isolated. They are accompanied by spirits, angels, or other non-material forces. So Algiz provides the safeguarding, encompassing the defense from one's own self. The rune Algiz serves as a crucial connection to the patterns of divine or archetypal consciousness, exemplified by entities like Valkyries. It symbolizes the potential risks associated with becoming aware of its connection with adequate preparation, divinity, higher self, the state of listening, protective teaching force, the divine plan, Valkyries, protection, safety, spirituality, connection with gods, awakening, higher life, protection, or hidden danger, consumption by divine forces, loss of divine link, or fear, positive and negative influence of Algiz. An interpretation of Algiz is rune endowed with significant protective qualities, providing assistance and support often originating from the sacred source. This rune indicates that we have the innate capabilities to endure any situation, as these strengths simply need to be summoned to ensure our safe passage. Algiz advises us to remain vigilant and clear in mind, emphasizing the importance of acting with empathy and adhering to our values in all our pursuits. Mystical properties of the rune offers protection and defense against the dangers, guides towards the fulfillment of life patterns, connects with the divine triadic and nonadic structures, recognizes spiritual connections, engages with elemental forces, enhances the powers of regeneration. And we can invoke Runology to provide a protective spiritual connection, enhancing the link to the higher consciousness and the divine guidance. So when we incorporate Runology into our life, we can offer a multifaceted approach to the personal development, protection, and spiritual connection to the highest divine energies.
Beautiful. And the last but not the least rune of second eye is Sevilla. It's the rune of the sun, embodies the power of light and the unyielding force of the sun's rays. It represents success, energy, and clarity that comes with illumination. Sevilla, the letter S. Origin, it's divine solar wheel, thunderbolt, also known as Sugil in Germanic, or Sol in Norse, Icelandic, and Norwegian, and Sigil in Anglo-Saxon, and Sulu in Old Danish. Sol also in Spanish, as we know. Keywords: partnerships, journey, power, transformation, understanding. Sevilla embodies the principle that the dominant force in the world is light. All things are born from light and are governed by it. Regardless of the path chosen, one will inevitably be led back to the light. Central nervous system, seat of the soul, revelation, wholenessness, sun wheel, strengthening the chakras, cosmic energies, motivation, life-giving force, action, sunlight, fire, meeting of goals, confidence. Those are all Savila's keywords, among others. The interpretation goes that Savila, akin to the sun, embodies a vitalizing energy, a radiant force that fosters growth and banishes shadows. This rune denotes an era of optimism, empowering you to initiate favorable transformations in your life and motivating you to activate your plans. Savila stands for action, competence, and robust well-being, offering purification and healing. It signifies a time when realizing ambitions is not only attainable, but also energized like an inner fire. Magical qualities include that it illuminates and fuels your magical patterns. It develops psychic abilities, aware of relationship with other people. It moves you in a direction of enlightenment. It expands awareness of solar cycles. It helps patterns come to fruition. Invoke the rune Savila to harness its radiant energy for success, victory, vitality, and the clarity of enlightenment. In summary, invoking Savila can significantly contribute to various aspects of life, from personal growth and success to mental clarity and physical vitality, all by fostering a positive and enlightened outlook.
And let's dive into the third eye tier and Zisa. Ooh. The third eye represents the realm of the divine, governed by God tier, the principal deity of order and justice, alongside with Zisa, a goddess of harvest. It signifies the pivotal point for humanity or for the human being, where it either ascends to divinity or spirals down into abyss of destruction, symbolized by Ragnarok. This suggests that within each life pattern, there exists potential for either flourishing success or complete ruin contingent on the decisions made and the routes chosen. The third eye symbolizes the essence of existence as Earth or as human. These principles are not merely rules, they are the essence of our lives, unfolding as a continuous process. We can encounter these expressions at every turn, representing the various forms through which a person's life is actualized or not. In each of us resides the essence of a man and a woman, yin and yang, and a child, embodying the both maternal and paternal aspects. We are both a mirror and reflection of society, simultaneously acting as the foundation and the origin of our lineage. And this stage marks the convergence of the first and the second eyes in the third eye. The forthcoming 8 runes reveal the 8 strategies for achieving our objectives. The choice of method influences the outcome. By understanding our strengths and weaknesses from the second eye, we can clearly define our desired results and wisely choose our path to attain them.
And the first rune, very warrior-like rune, it's Tivas. It's a rune of resilience, guiding one with the strengths of ancient warriors, channeling the power of integrity and justice. Tivas, letter T. The origin is sky gods, original gods, point of spear arrow, world column holding up the skies. Also known as Tis or Tur or Tyr, Tiv, T in the Norwegian. So Tivas, the god, Tyr, justice, sacrifice. And the key words include order, justice, victory, support, self-sacrifice, faith, loyalty. Tivas embodies inspiration and determination, purpose, resolve, and objective. Opposition, the embodiment of a paternal manifestation, a pursuit of proactive endeavors. It represents the warrior's journey, guidance, adhering sincerely to both legal and personal truth. The rune embodies balance and justice, guided by elevated reasoning. It signifies the self-sacrifice for the welfare of the collective. The interpretation is that Tebas, a rune connected to Tur, one of the most ancient deities in Norse lore, symbolizes the attributes of a formidable god warrior. Tur, renowned for his valor, selflessly gave up his right hand to restrain the Fenris wolf, safeguarding humanity. This rune embodies bravery, heroism, responsibility, and the honor found in sacrificing oneself for a noble cause. Additionally, it suggests facing a challenge that requires bravery, discipline, and moral integrity for triumph. Mystical properties include it enhances trust in the cosmos, assesses and determines necessary actions. It ensures the fulfillment of established patterns. It amplifies spiritual strengths, fosters the growth of individual spirituality, instructs in utilizing structure for personal advantage. Invoke the rune Tivas to embody the principles of justice, fairness, and self-sacrifice for the greater good. By integrating these qualities into one's life, the rune Tivas can be a powerful tool for personal growth, ethical decision-making, and leadership development.
And the second feminine rune Berkano, which the first we had rune Bertrand. So Berkano's power lies in this nurturing creation, embodying Earth's maternal embrace. Berkano is represented by the letter B, and we can say some beautiful representations of the feminine with letter B. Origin, divine energy of the birth of as Mother Earth, the breasts of the Mother Goddess. And Berkanos is the representation as birth goddess, birth, sanctuary, mature wisdom, fertility, plant life. The keywords is the nurturing, the rebirth, growth, transition, spirit, concealment, protection, and ancestry. Berkana embodies the Mother Earth. It represents a chance to materialize a concept, represents the act of creation, adaptable, tactful, the affection of the mother. And the interpretation of Rune Berkano, it symbolizes the essence of the motherhood and feminine attributes, focusing on nurturing and caring, along with the comfort of home and family life. It may also indicate the arrival of a new child or new project, that start of a fresh endeavor, or the opportunity for a new, renewing beginnings. The rune Berkano, often associated with birch tree, embodies key qualities such as rebirth, fertility, growth, and nurturing. It represents new beginnings and a personal development. The mystical properties engages with feminine powers, grasps the dynamics of change, shields and safeguards the energy, like this Mother Earth, or like the mother, or like tree you sit under, rejuvenates the soul and enhances the self-empowerment, harnesses and steers the energies of earth, air, and water, enhances the psychic capabilities, refines magical abilities. Invoking the rune Berkano brings the benefit of enhanced fertility, new beginnings, and nurturing influence, fostering personal and environmental growth. Invoking Berkano in one's life can bring particularly beneficial for those seeking personal transformation, new beginnings, or nurturing an aspect of life into fruition, elevating life to a higher quality.
Beautiful, beautiful rune. Thank you so much. And here's another rune, Evas, similar to what we already Evas, and now we're dealing with Evas. So it's the rune of harmony, embodies the dynamic balance of journey and partnership, guiding us with the strength and grace of the noble horse. Evas, it's the letter E. The origin meaning is a equine aspect of the twin gods, heroes, twins, two horses facing each other, also known as Ice in Germanic, or Ehol, Eor, Eikor in Icelandic. Evas means the horse, trust, teamwork, partnership. The literal translation is the horse. Keywords are duality, movement, partnerships, interaction, harmony. Evas symbolizes rapidity and motion. Movement is at the core of existence. It represents the convergence of male and female elements, a journey of a magician, employing intuition and drawing from personal experiences. Interpretation, Evas known as the horse rune, embodies the attributes of this magnificent creature, a significant figure in human history and myth globally. It represents swiftness, power, elegance, and attractiveness, suggesting both physical and spiritual advancement and movement. Additionally, Evas highlights the importance of collaboration, teamwork, and support in our endeavors, underpinned by reciprocal confidence, akin to the bond shared between humans and horses. Mystical properties include that enhances magical strengths and knowledge, facilitates journeys across various planes and dimensions of existence. It boosts the capacity for lucid dreaming. It accelerates the speed of personal rhythms, engages with dual aspects of energy, comprehends the balance in connections, transforms and connects with your spirit animals. It enables the protection of one's astral form. Invoking the rune Eva symbolizes trust, partnership, and progress, offering guidance to navigate life's journey with harmony and purposeful direction. Incorporating Evas into life can thus be a powerful gesture for anyone seeking growth, harmony, and meaningful connections in their journey.
And Manas. Manas harnesses the power of unity and self, bringing human bonds and inner understanding. If we would unite two beautiful runes, as you might call back, we had rune Wunyo, also showing groups of people in joy and peace. If we would unite those two runes, we can say joy or peace on earth, peace in humanity, Vunyo and Manas. Manas is represented by letter M, and origin, the divine ancestors and sky god, bridge between this and divine upper worlds, as above, so below. Manas, mankind, humankind, awareness, and the key words, godhood, and God's hood, memory, humanity, order, intelligence, ancestors, sacred union. Manas embodies the concept of humanity and community. It represents the way of life and interactions with social groups. This involves impacting the world through others, exerting the influence or control, and holding accountability for those who rely on us. An interpretation of rune, Lena, if you can change the slide, represents the humanity, focus on our connections with others and with our own inner being. It emphasizes the universal human ties, our inherent desire to connection with each other, and our relationships with natural world and spiritual realms. The symbol highlights our emotions and perspectives in relation to others and ourselves, underlying the importance of working together, achieving balance, understanding, showing thoughtfulness, fostering creativity, and promoting unity. The mystical attributes of Rune Manas enhances cognitive abilities such as intellect, recall, and insight. It recognizes both divine and human aspects with oneself and others, utilizes the societal structures to maintain personal habits and behaviors, comprehends the contrasting aspects of one's characters, taps into memories of our ancestors, and grabs the idea of rebirth and life cycles. You may invoke Rune Manas in your life to strengthen connections with humanity and society. If you have been, living just oneself, closed in isolation, turn on Rune Manas. It is all about enhancing interpersonal relationships, understanding and navigating social dynamics, and fostering a sense of responsibility towards others. Manas can also be used to improve self-awareness and to better understand one's role within the community and the world itself. Beautiful rune Manas.
Yes, beautiful. And we're moving yet another, my favorite rune. It's another feminine rune in addition to Perthro and Berkana. It's the Laguz rune. So it embodies the depths of intuition and the ebb and flow of emotions, guiding us through life's borders with the wisdom of the deep. Laguz, it's the letter L. Origin, life energy, organic growth, leak of wave of water. Laguz literally means water or ocean. Esoteric meaning is unconscious collective memory. And the key words are fluidity, life force, birth. Laguz embodies the shape and journey of a woman, representing the essence of female energy and the feminine principle. It signifies the acknowledgement of femininity in the world. This involves yielding to the stream of life's forces, navigating through existence by feeling and perceiving the necessary path to take or avoid. It emphasizes relying predominantly on intuition rather than conventional wisdom, possessing the skill of both handle and steer the course of events. Interpretation of Laguz, it represents the element of water and the vastness of the ocean. Lagoon signifies the profound layers of our inner selves, encompassing our intuitive capabilities and emotional spectrum, as well as highlighting the world's feminine qualities. However, it also carries a somber aspect, as ancient northern societies perceived the ocean as a treacherous and frigid domain, harboring unseen dangers in its depths. This rune prompts introspection, urging us to confront our most hidden fears and our shadow selves. Additionally, it symbolizes love's perpetual movement, encouraging acceptance of life's inherent unpredictability and the constant shifts within the natural order. The mystical properties include that it enhances vitality by bringing awareness to it, connects with the fluid rhythm of existence, acquaints with the forces of birth and demise, amplifies the current of your unique life patterns, fosters comprehension and unification of feelings and aspirations, submerges you in sacred wisdom, purifies by removing negative forces, and redundant, invoke the rune lagoons into life, is for enhanced intuition and emotional insight. Lagoons deeply resonates with the realm of intuition and emotions, aiding individuals in accessing and trusting their inner guidance. This can lead to a more profound understanding of oneself and a heightened ability to navigate life's complexities with emotional intelligence and intuitive awareness.
And let's dive in. A short description of Ingus, I like to call the rune of designers, being myself in one of the professions. Ingus, where endings meet beginnings, the seed of potential blossoms. Ingus letter I, origin, earth god, a diamond. Ingu's seed or the god, ing, the process, and the space. Keywords: energy, gestation, integration, male fertility, protection. In some sources, Ingu symbolizes the essence of a man. It embodies male vitality, concentrating solely on tangible outcomes, prosperity and abundance, as well as health and vitality. This symbol represents the male aspect and the expression of masculine energy in the world. But studying with the rune and goose for some time, I came to my own understanding that this is a union of both masculine and feminine. Even though being in a feminine body right now, I could say that Runengu's more representation for myself is as a feminine rune. So, but I would say let's study and see which energies Runengu's carries more. Interpretation of rune, Ingu symbolizes the legendary Norse deity Ing, also known as Freyr. He is revered for bringing tranquility and affluence, fostering the land's growth. This rune epitomizes the facet of male fecundity, anchoring our innate bond with the earth. Ingus possesses a creative strength that culminates in a definitive outcome, potentially related to conception or some form of birth, resulting from the union energies, feminine and masculine. So the mystical properties of the rune is ideal for creating a sacred space for magical practices. It aids in comprehending various types of energies, grasps the dynamics and transformation, leading to new beginnings and transition, perceives fertility as holistic pattern, develops the skill to converge different energies into singular, concentrated purpose. Pertinent for rituals involving love and sexual magic. Invoke rune Ingus in your life to harness its powerful energies for personal growth and transformation. Ingu symbolizes fertility, new beginnings, and the culmination of efforts in the fruitful results. Invoking this rune can aid in manifesting creative energies, as I was saying, designers, architects, artists, any creative field, facilitating significant life transitions and bringing about harmonious balance in various aspects of life. It is especially beneficial for those seeking a fresh start or looking to channel their energies towards achieving specific goals or intentions.
Alrighty, so we move into Rune Dagas, dawn of enlightenment, transforming darkness to light. Dagas, or sometimes they call it Taugas. It's letter D or TH, the origin, it's light of day, balance between night and day. Meaning, like literal meaning, is the day of dawn, awakening. Keywords include light, enlightenment, polarity, awakening, intuition, well-being. The gas symbolizes the emergence of fresh beginnings. It represents the dawn of a new day, a reset. It's about revolution, steering things up and consistently initiating transformations in all aspects, reviewing rebellion as the essence of existence. Interpretation of the rune is that the gas, the rune of the daylight, signifies the arrival of dawn where sunlight scatters the shadows. It embodies the onset of a fresh day, signifying an improvement, a favorable shift in your spiritual journey. Dagas indicates that achievement and satisfaction are approaching, heralding a period of development, understanding, and realization in your existence. The past darkness is now behind, and spirituality, it denotes the convergence of earthly and celestial energies. Mystical attributes comprehends the forces of both darkness and light, harnesses the sun's fiery energy for magical workings, navigates through darkness without trepidation, synchronizes with the rhythm of light, attains spiritual awakening. Invoke the rune Dagas into life to embrace transformation and new beginnings. It symbolizes a shift from darkness to light, indicating a fresh start of a positive change. Invoking Dagas is about seeking clarity, enlightenment, and the energy to move forward in life with renewed purpose and optimism. It's also about aligning with natural cycles of growth and change, both spiritually and practically.
And O Thala, after the enlightenment, coming home or finding the way into the home. O Thala, embracing ancestral strength rooted in the heart center of the heritage. O Thala, letter O, the origin, immobile property associated with heredity, home and legs of the goddess standing. O Thala, homeland or ancestral lot, inheritance, estate, noble. The keywords of Othala: ancestry, prosperity, inheritance, DNA, and family. Othala represents the concept of family. It embodies the creation and strength of familial bonds. This term signifies the practice of nepotism, the importance of ancestry, and the preservation of traditions, memories, and history in all their facets. And the interpretation of Othala signifies the completion of the runic journey, leading us back to our origins, yet at an elevated understanding, at the rebirth of oneself or completion of your project or the set intention. It represents the power rooted in our family and birthplace, tracking back to our ancestry, the point of our inception and our ultimate destination. This rune may indicate valuable possessions or wisdom gathered throughout our extensive travels, and a stability derived from embracing these insights. It helps us navigate back to our core, to the heart, our home, setting the stage for us to embark on a new adventure. And the mystical properties of this coming home rune is to grasp the significance of the entirety, embodies wisdom and unification of all aspects, applies past experience to enhance future interactions, harmonizes with the origin of all existence, engages with the sacred lands, elemental forces, connects with those in slumber, attains divinity or deity status, enhances the skill of lucid dreaming. And you may invoke Runothala into your life as a key for connecting deeply with one's roots and heritage, your ancestors, your heart center. It helps in understanding and embracing the wisdom and strength passed down through family lines and ancestral traditions. This rune aids in grounding oneself in the security and identity that come from acknowledging the honoring one's origin and lessons of the past. And this rune holds in itself all 24 or 23 runes, is the rune of completion. That's it for short descriptions of the runes.
Beautiful. So we invite you to embrace this 12 months runic transformational journey starting on Thursday, January 11. Now, that being said, because we will be posting this video for public viewing, and you can join the journey not just on January 11th for the rune Vehu as we start, but pretty much at any further runes during this year. Now, learn to work with runes safely, receive activations, discover secret ingredients that enhance the potency of your practice.
So the short description of our course is that it will be continuously held over 12 months. Each rune will be activated during live classes with special activation algorithm and techniques and sealed with rune affirmations and meditation. So yes, you can use now this introductory and work on your own on this journey, but we have a special activation that, you know, it might not be as potent as you ride on your own. So we also will work with the Elder Futhark of 24 runes, where each rune is studied in a depth of 2 weeks, sharing our experience, materials, practices, and so on. Additional runes and review of younger Futhark will follow. You will also learn history of runes, runic alphabets, ogham systems, mythology, symbolism, how to make runes, rune spreads. You will be able to interpret rune symbols for yourself and others as an oracle. You will learn how to work with runes to create positive change in your life and in the world, how to use them for protection and talismans. Unique practices will be held in using your body, heart, and mind to connect with each rune. And most importantly, in the group, the energy multiplies dramatically.
Oh, yes. Not just if there are 5 people in the group, it multiplies 5 times, it actually 500 times. The quantum physics enters the realm. Okay, so what you will be doing? You will create your own rune set. You will make it with your own hands, and we will teach you how, and we'll show you how, and you will be able to make your own runes from wood, from stones, from paper, and then again, benefits or not so benefits will be discussed. So lots of additional information to work on many aspects of your life, including health, abundance, finances, spiritual practices, even using in healing. We have practitioners that already using runes in healing, in their healing practices, and they report amazing results from the clients. So for each rune, there will be one live class using the Zoom platform. The recording will be available for later listening if you can't attend the meeting, of course. Now, additional reading materials will be provided along with continuous guidance and workbook to track your progress. And all participants will pair up through the course for body, system, and practice.
So what is not included? Not included and required prior starting your journey to have a rune set. So blank rune set for making your own and rune casting cloth. Rune casting cloth is not necessarily at this point. You can get and you'll have a chance to get during all the journey, but the blank rune set, it means the wooden set, and it will unfold and will have some more information about woods. And you should purchase your own sets of Elder Futhark Runes Prime starting of program. You can do either wood or crystal. Successful completion of the program is depending fully on you. Because it depends on your attention, intention, and how you practice. Each week you will have additional materials to read, listen. You will receive full guidance for the journey, meditations, and journaling you will have to do on your own. Journeys take about 20 to 30 minutes. Practices will take about another 10 to 20 minutes a day. Reading and journaling time is very individual. Also, we would ask you to share your work for our reviews and for the benefit of others in the special group created. And we will ask you to provide brief reports on each rune that you work on. It is not necessary, but it is really benefiting you, and it is really for benefits for others.
Yes, so prerequisites, pretty much your desire to seek the true knowledge and intention to work and commit to the program and your own progress and process. And no prior knowledge of runes is required. No knowledge of mythology or modern paganism is required. You will all gain all this knowledge during this journey. And the cost, so the annual payment of $1,999, which is due upon the course start. We do have an option for quarterly payments, $550, and one quarterly payment will give access, obviously, to 6 runes. So payments are due prior to commencement of your classes. If you step in, let's say on the 2nd or 3rd rune, so your quarterly payments, for example, will start with that rune. If you come in and pay in full, we will give you access. Let's say if you join on the 4th rune, the 3rd rune, and you pay in full, we will give you access to previous runes as well, so that you can embark on a journey on your own as well. And
so you will have also you will ask now why I should again join this course. This course is starting right now at the beginning of year. If you had set yourself resolutions, or if you haven't, it will be a fantastic time now to set your resolutions on the the January 1st, on the new moon, and dive in on birthing yourself anew, or like we were saying, finances, relationships, health, or anything that you want to birth in this journey. And become the magi and guru of your own life. And welcome to the reprogram your life, relationships, health, finances, and destiny. Enlighten yourself. And to contact us, we are going to provide under the video our contact information, emails, and other information required to register to the course.
And please subscribe, as we will be posting mini videos, mini insights. We also have lots of additional meetings and gatherings that are tailored to specific astrological, numerological, universal planetary events. And hopefully we will be embarking on that journey together and learning from each other and progressing towards our goals and enlightenment and health, wealth, abundance, and happiness and love. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great journey with runes. And we'll see you on the journey.